um, how much each costs and this type of conversation. Hello YouTube, I'm Sarah. Tonight we are here once again to have a conversation in English. This is not a class. However, we learn, we have fun, and we enjoy this moment. Today our topic is art, culture, and money. We have some questions, and I'm gonna ask some of you to read the question, share your ideas, and then you can choose the next one so we can have the conversation going, okay? So the second question is, what are some forms of entertainment that you enjoy, and how often do you spend time with these things or activities? Márcio, can you comment about yourself?
Yeah. The question number 2. About me, I enjoy watching the series when I have free time with my wife. The series and movie, but my time is a little. In the Saturday, I enjoy listen music and to eat one appetizer where the moment is opportunity, the conversation, the enjoy this moment. During the week is the same routine, work and study, a little time for relax. The weekend, more time, Saturday at night and the Sunday all day long. The Sunday, I enjoy visiting my mother's there, enjoy with my brothers and sister. This is my uh, moment to relax during the weekend. That's it.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. I can imagine that weekends are more exciting, right? Because you have more time to have fun.
Yeah.
Can you choose someone, Márcio?
Malu, go ahead.
Okay, so what I do to entertain myself. Just like Marcio, the weekends are better for me because I have more free time. I like to, but during the week, the regular week, I like to watch soccer. I'm a big soccer fan. So at least once a week I watch soccer when my team plays. During the weekend, I just like to, I don't know, have a beer, drink a beer with my boyfriend, walk with my dog, see my friends, watch TV shows too, but I'm not doing this really often. I think that's it. I live in a small town, so we don't have much of things to do here.
Where do you live?
I choose one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rogério.
Okay, I share the same idea of you guys. In my weekdays, I just have a time to work. During the night, I spend my time studying for my MBA course and the English. So I'm studying hard to get a fluency in English, and I have more time in the weekend to practice exercise, to go to the church, or to play guitar, or stay with friends, or get out with my wife, my family. I think I think that's it. Your turn now, Brenner.
Okay. Just like your sister, Sarah, I'm a Fluminense fan. So I love football, practicing and watching. In the last month, I could not practice it because I I have an injury on my knee, so I'll have to get through surgery, you know. Um, In terms of offense, that's it. I think sports in general. I watch a lot of sports, volleyball, football, but last month and this month I'm not practicing it much, just like I would. But yeah, that's it. And last, you, Sarah.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the question. I believe I'm similar. I'm trying to do more things outside because I've been working remotely and it can be very not boring, but it's very tiring, at least for me mentally, to be in my house all the time. So I try to do more things outside, go for a walk or just meet some friends, But I really like to do this type of things. And in the last weeks, I've been trying to do this more often because I was spending a lot of time in my house because I didn't want to go out. I just wanted to stay home and watch TV shows, but I'm trying to enjoy life outside more. So now I can say that I'm trying to be entertained with other types of things that doesn't involve watching TV shows or just using my cell phone because it's easy to just be there, but it's not really a hobby because it's more time on the screen and you could use for other things, in my opinion. But sometimes it's hard. You just want to lay down and exist. Yeah. So, Malu, you were saying about your city, we were talking about it. Can you read number 3 and comment?
Okay. Does the place you live offer good artistic and cultural options to the population in general? Absolutely not. I live in a really, really, really small town, so we don't have anything here. We don't usually have like concerts, parties, or cultural things like we don't have movies, we don't have a theater, nothing. So what everyone does on the weekends is go to some bar and drink or just to hang out with friends. So yeah, here we don't have different things to do. So I go hiking or things like that to do something outside of my house because I also work at home. Yeah, that's it. So next, I return to you, Sarah.
Okay, where do you live? What's the name?
Alvinópolis.
It's near like BH or any big cities or no?
Yeah, like 2 hours and a half of distance. I don't know the kilometers, how many, but I know in hour, 2 hours and a half, 3 hours.
Nice. Yeah, my city is not so small. It's like medium. Here we have some types of activities because it's like a historical city, Ilhéus. There's some books about Jorge Amado, about the city, and because of that, sometimes we have some attractions like when it's the anniversary of the city, which is approaching this month. We have some concerts once in a while, but I believe it could be better, or more like involved, be more diverse, like not always the same things, And in general, I don't do much. I don't go too many concerts here. It's not usually the type of music that I like, but I go to the movies a lot. I could say that is a cultural activity, but they could invest more, considering the city has tourists, a lot of tourism, and young people that come here trying to have fun, and sometimes they just go to bars and could be more interesting, right? So I had to agree with you that they
And you have a beach there, right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. I envy you so much. I wish we had beaches in Minas Gerais.
That's a good part.
Also,
But,
Brenner, who lives in Rio. Oh,
yeah, it's like
oh my God,
everywhere.
perfection.
And how is it for you, Brennan? How is the city you live?
Well, here in Rio, in my opinion, there are a lot of options. but I'm not sure if everyone can do that because they are a lot expensive, you know. So I think it's kind of divided. Rich people have more access to that cultural and artistic options. Of course, there are some more, I don't know, that it's for the general public, but in majority, I think it's very divided, you know, very expensive to be in touch with this options, this concerts or music shows, you know. Well, should I call someone now?
Yeah.
So go on, Márcio.
Here in my city, is a big city in my state. Is my state. If it the capital, here is a big city in the north region in my state. Exist several options, the good artistic and the cultural. Another day, I watched in the I forgot the name Pracinha one show about the quadros artísticos is a good this opportunity and the concert the movies and then on is necessary more investment about the theater and the another culture because here is a countryside. The city is a countryside. Several people not value the culture and then like more the concert, the artist. But here I have the show, the I forgot the quadros artísticos and the another. And you, Rogério Farias, go ahead, man.
Yes, Marcio. So in my city, as Brenner said, we have a lot of opportunities to watch and to see. I live 25 kilometers from downtown, so we have a theater, we have I think estádios, I don't know how to say Maracanã estádios. We have a Museu do Amanhã, in Copacabana Beach had a show, I think, in the last month, I think Madonna, I think. So, yeah, there are many options, but I share the same idea of Brenner, and the price is very expensive to spend time on these options. I think we can afford the option more cheap to see and to enjoy. I think that's it.
And just a random question. Oh, go ahead.
I gotta say something. Rogério, has anyone ever told you look like Romário? You really look like Romário.
Thank you.
That's the
I,
person. Yeah.
yeah, he's a soccer player. You look so
Yes.
much like him.
Okay, thank you.
Have you heard this before, Rogério?
Yes, never before. Have you ever been to a concert in your city? If so, how much did you pay? I've been in a concert many years ago. Was in São Paulo, in theater of São Paulo. I saw the concert showed by I don't know how can I say Orquestra Sinfônica of São Paulo. They played Hallelujah of I forget the composer. We had in this concert had a choral, I think that's it, choral orchestra. It was wonderful. I don't remember how much I paid. I think 100 reais, I think. But it's happened many years ago. I think 20 years or more. In Rio, I don't have this opportunity to watch it, to see, and I think that's it. Should I call someone?
Yeah, go ahead.
Your turn, Malu.
Okay, here in my town, we usually have sertanejo concerts, shows promoted by the prefeitura. How is it called in English? They are usually free. S- I go. I don't like sertanejo, but I go there just to, have fun with my friends. So I usually don't pay nothing. Only when I go to other cities to go to concerts, as I was in Rio last year to Taylor Swift's concert. I was in São Paulo last month. No, it was April for another concert. But here in my town, only sertanejo that are free. Next, Brenner.
Well, it was a long time ago. The last time I was in a concert, I think it was in 2017, Rock in Rio. I spent something like between 200 and 300. I really don't remember it, but it was nice. I'm not. I don't used to go to concerts in general. I prefer sports, but it was cool. It was nice. And who didn't answer?
Just a moment. What was the artist you saw, Brennan?
Well, Red Hot Chili Peppers, 30 Seconds to Mars, Capital Inicial, and there was a band I don't remember the name. The last one.
Festivals are awesome. We can see a lot of artists at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah. It was good.
Thanks for sharing. And Matsu, please.
For me, a long time I visited the concert to pay. It's common. I participated the concert. Realized the public administration here in my city is a free is a big event. About the house show or not, I don't visit more. I'm married during 22 years. It's common I visit with my family the events, the administration public. But here in my city is about the cost. 100 the ticket for the end the good events or more a little. But really, I enjoy a lot when the have a event. The next month is one event, the famous here in my city and my state. The name Forró Pontal. About the name is the Forró Dance. Is a good, is a free because the public administration realized this event. A lot of artists participate there. For me, I like it when I had the opportunity to visit, participate with my family, my son, my wife, enjoy the party uh, together, my family in the here in my city. That's it.
Yeah. This year should be great for events because it's election. There is election in October, so they're gonna make sure the events are very nice and people get excited, you know. It's a clever thing to do. In my case, I believe the last time I went to a concert here was before the pandemic, you know, it was not days. I really like this singer. It was like, I don't know, 80 reais, something like that. It was really good. I liked how the event was because it was very well organized, you know, and sometimes, like I said, we don't have this type of artist. Here it's more like a rocha, pagode, this type. I don't know how to say these names, but it's more like specific singers. So when I had like nobody that is part, I really like him, my point of view. So I enjoyed this time, and I believe it was like reasonable price. You know, they had more expensive tickets for like open bar and something, but I just wanted to be there and sing. Everything wrong, but I sung, so it was fun. Okay, let me see another question. Okay, let's skip some questions. Number 8. I'd like us to go with this one. I believe Brenna didn't start yet, so go ahead. Number 8.
Okay, what roles does money play when it comes to having access to art? In our country, I think money is essential, you know. Every kind of cultural and artistic events, sports in general, moves, music shows, the artists, the artists involved in this kind of movement or this kind of cultural movement, they have to pay bills just like us, and I think our system, capitalism, it makes these cultural movements in general, of course, very expensive for the several public. Rich ones, of course, can have access of it, but it's becoming really expensive through the time, and I think it will be more. So money in these days, unfortunately, is essential to practice this kind of to participate or to watch or to anyway. So now, Malu, please, could you answer that?
I agree with you. Unfortunately, culture is, I see culture as something really restricted to a few people, you know. When, like we're saying about art in general, like, okay, we have concerts for free, but not all of them. The majority are not, and they're expensive, like in other forms of art. Theaters, movies, they are really restricted to just a bit of people. So yeah, I think that's it. I agree with Brene, and there's a lot of things we can discuss about this, you know, capitalism, policies, a lot of things. So go ahead, Marcio.
About this question, I think it is interesting when the event artist the price, because when the big event is common, it's a more expensive, famous artist, equipment, and other things. Nowadays, it's common in several cities, the big events. to pay for the public administration. And another event, the gallery, the another event artists depend the public, because in the capital is the better, is more people living there, is more people participating in this event. In countryside, the public is a little, because the people like the concert about the singers and the another. The money is important, because it is one price for the event happening in your city. They have the necessary to travel several cities in the Brazil. It is about the artists, the events, the price, expensive or cheap, in my opinion. And you, Roger?
I think who has money could live it better, and could have access and expensive events. In Brazil, the arts, for example, music, we don't have artists well paid, you know. I think I didn't go to the Europe yet, but I think there they were more, they are more, I don't know how can I say, valorizados, well paid. I think is it well paid. Um, they they have more concerts and in place, uh, alive. I think our live. I don't know. So I think another opportunities to see, to be part of events, to be part of shows. We have in Brazil, some of them are free. In, in, in yard, I don't know how can I say. Here we have oh Jesus, the name, I forget the name of the theater that was destroyed. Forget the name of the place. But there are some good opportunities we need to find to see. There are some little theater, but the events is little. It's just to children, you know. If you have money to spend, you can find better events to show and to enjoy. I think that's it.
And it's interesting how you mentioned that many artists aren't well, they don't earn as much, but in the same time, we can think it can be expensive because of what Brenner said. Uh, People have the whole structure behind the concerts and events, so it can be considered expensive depending on how much you make and your lifestyle in general. So I agree with you guys. I believe that we have a long way to go right now to make this more accessible to people in general. And it's like we know some artists that make a lot of money, but most of them are not so appreciated, and it's not possible that all of them aren't as much as like a famous singer or band. So it's a complicated issue because we cannot put a price in culture and art, but at the same time, we kind of do because everything is about capitalism and money, as we were saying. So it's very tough to make this, to analyze the situation as a whole. So, guys, we have some time. Let me just review the questions real quickly. Would you do you have a suggestion maybe of one question we could reply? Marcio, your mic's closed.
Yeah, question number 5.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you think artists in general make enough money to provide a comfortable life for themselves? In my opinion, about this question, the majority, the artists, not making enough money. The artists I talk, the artists in the city, barzinhos in general, and the another small artists. In general, here in Brazil, a big artist have a lot of money and during the year, but when I visit one barzinho, for example, we have one artist to play the guitar. He's a good professional. Why to earn more money for your life? Here in my city, a lot of barzinhos. And there, the Saturday, the on Friday and Saturday, always the artists to play the guitar there. Here in Brazil, a lot of artists have a success in the internet, YouTube, Instagram, and the another, but the majority, I think, work in barzinhos and the I forgot the praças and the another place. This earning money extra salary, for example, because it work in another place during the week, during the weekend work about the artist. This is majority here in Brazil, in my opinion. And you, Malu, go ahead.
I agree with you in some points. I think, well, it's difficult to say because when I think artists in general, I'm thinking about these big artists. So I think they do make enough money, even more than enough to have a comfortable life. But when we are saying about small artists that we see in our cities and everything, I don't think they do. Most of them actually. They usually even have to work in another places to afford things, they work during the day and then during the night they play in some bars or places like that. That's it. So next, Rogério.
We used my words. I was thinking, Malu. I think just no, not only artists. In this, as in general, we have soccer player, singers, journalists, artists, actors. A lot of. I think they are making a lot of money to live comfortable, like a private beach. I don't know how can I say cobertura. Living cobertura, I don't know this name. I think they living very well because this job provide them this opportunity. And you, Brenner, how about you?
Well, I agree with Malu and what Rogério said. I have the impression that if you're not famous and known by a lot of people, it's impossible to live by only art or whatever you do. There are a lot of, if you open YouTube or some website like this, you can see a lot of I wouldn't say failed channels, but for these people, maybe they think like that because they can't do enough money to live only by doing this stuff. So I think uh, a minority can live only by doing art, you know?
Do you know someone who works with this, or have ever heard about someone? You, Brenner.
Sorry.
Yeah, do you know someone who is an artist?
Well, when I was younger, I wanted to be a writer, you know, but life happened. So I am an example, I think.
Do you write things like for fun, or did you quit like completely?
Yeah, just for a hobby or something like that, but I don't work with this.
Yeah, like you said, life happened and it makes us make hard decisions, right?
Yeah.
Adult decisions. Pretend we're adults. Just kidding. Yeah, guys, I think you mentioned great points about this. And when I created this question, I thought about mostly about what Marcio said. Small artists, they don't have as much recognition, and also, but of course, if we think about Beth Sangalo, like huge celebrities, they are making more than enough for sure. And in the same way, we have others, maybe they have more talent, but they are not seen, or they are not accessing the same opportunities. And also, it's kind of sad, in my opinion, because some of them we never know, and if they are making other choices, choosing other careers because of they need to survive, like we are discussing. It's part of the hard, the tough life we have here. Okay, so talking a bit more about this, the last question. Let me see. Oh, can you read this one? And of course, share some comments. Yeah.
The question number 6?
No, the last one, number 10.
Oh, the last one. This is a really tough question. I was reading it here now. Oh my God. Okay, how can government policies and funding influence the growth and sustainability of emerging artists in the cultural scenario? Gosh, I have to think. Oh my God. Okay. Well, if we think of a perfect world, it would be amazing if the government, or I don't know, funding could invest in these artists. And I mean artists in every form, singers, actors, anyway. But I think it's really hard to answer this. I don't know how they could, invest in these more hard, I don't know. I have to think to answer this. This is really profound.
Yeah, I'm thinking right now. I don't have an answer. Who would like to give it a try?
From my view, I think it's mandatory to find a good businessman to help you,
Mhm.
And I know there are some laws that protect the artist. There are some how can I say? There are some options to find a investment, but it's important to have some to attend some rules for this law, you know. For example, if you have a equipment, if you have a businessman, if you have a mark, I think it was each mark, I don't know, the name, and if you have your history, if you have background, I think it's if you have a businessman knowledge for the path to go, I think it's a little easy to achieve this goal. It's my view.
Yeah, it's very important to have the support.
It would be nice if the government created, I don't know, some law that obligated the cities, the local city halls to promote events annually or monthly, I don't know, to, these artists to just expose their job, their work, but this is in a perfect scenario, of course, in a perfect world. I don't think it would happen in real life, but it would be nice.
I was listening to the radio today, and this guy was talking about this, like local artists. They were invited to an event in the near city, and they were complaining how they were treated. Like they were waiting for a place for them to sit and rest before the concert. They weren't treated like a celebrity would have been. Like they were not appreciated because they are starting, they are small. So this is very unfair and something to think about it. How if not even the city hall or the public organization can manage to help these people, to emerge and be respected. Population in general won't do it. They will be like, oh, it's just a small artist. I don't care about it, and it's gonna all be always the same. Yeah, I really like this idea about promoting them and giving them the chance to be seen. What do you think, Marcio?
Yeah, about this question, I remember the last government here in Brazil about the Lei Rouanet, talk a lot about several artists get the money for investing in your career, in your show. Stopped the Lei Rouanet, the last government. This government returned the Lei Rouanet, but here in Brazil, these small artists have a difficult to get the money. The big artist is more easy help the government. I think when the government help the financial, the public money as a big event, the impulse the career and the artist because it invest more in your event. It's possible asking more money about the ticket. But here in Brazil, the small artists suffer a lot. Have a difficult to get this money about not have a credit or I forgot the name when you need I forgot the name financiar, not financiar quando você precisa alugar alguma coisa e precisa de uma avalista. I forgot the name. The small artists have a difficult. Another person help the guarantee the pay the help the government, but I think it's a good when the government help the event, the artist, because several cities here in Brazil, it is only possibility the receive the big event when the government help. In my opinion, is a good when the government help the artists happening this event, in my opinion.
Awesome, thank you so much. And Brenner, do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you think?
Well, answer last question. There is a movie theater in a favela here in Rio that promote Brazilian movies, you know, and a lot of movies promoted in this movie theater are made by the residents of the favela. So if were more initiatives like that would be nice, would be a beginning, you know. And it's a hard question, like Malu said, a million questions, you know. But if we begin in some place, I think we can do more and more through the time.
Yeah. Do you know the name of this project?
I don't remember. I can search and send to you, but I don't remember the name.
Yeah, that's really interesting because like art is not only entertainment, right? Can be a profession. It can save people from poverty and from health realities. So if you have this type of project, it should be known by more people, I think. Thank you for sharing, Rene. Guys, let me grab the survey so we can answer it. We have only 5 minutes, so if we are quick with the last question, maybe we can do it. Number 6, do you believe people are losing interest in some types of art and why? Rogério, could you start as well?
Question 6.
Yeah, all right.
Usually, I don't have opportunity to go to the museum to see there. When my children was more younger, I think, yes, I have more opportunity, but nowadays they are adults, so it's more difficult to me. But I love. Music was wonderful. Oh, I remember my son loves dinosaurs. I think that's it. But the theater was destroyed. So we have a Museu da Manhã. It's good. Do you believe some people are losing interest in some types of art? Yes. I think it's lost time thing. It is wonderful. How about you, Madu?
I almost never go to museums or theaters because I don't have it here in my town. And I don't believe people are losing interest in some types of art. I think they just don't have money to consume art. These things are expensive, and I know people that work in the background, they have to be paid, but art is still expensive, you know. Even when we are talking about a soccer game, things like that, they are expensive. So I think that's it. Next, Sarah.
I was thinking that maybe people are having access to other types of art, like more things online, other types of content. So maybe they're not like losing interest; they're just being more exposed to something that is more that is fresh, you know. And I'm not here to judge if it's better. The old types of art are better or worse, but I believe that today we have more options, so it could be natural that some types of art are kind of forgotten, but not completely replaced because there will always be people that like this type of painting or museums. There's this type of art in specific. Brené, what do you think?
I think technology is responsible for some people don't pay enough attention to usual art, like usual theater or usual museums. So because all of us, or majority of us, have a cell phone and we can just Google Mona Lisa and see it on the screen of our phone. So I don't know, governments could do a better marketing, of these places for attract people. That's it, Marcio.
In my opinion, I believe in not losing the interest, because when one person live in the city, when exists the museum or another thing, this person not visit the place is hard. When the person live in the city, for example, you live in São Paulo, visit the museum, is a more tourist. I think is necessário the city invest more in tourist attraction tourists that visit the museum, more public, and another events, the gallery, and the other thing. In my case, for example, when I visit another city, I'm curious when the things that there was museum, lakes, and the others. When I have a possibility, I visit. I think it is necessary more politics about the attraction, the tourism for the improve the events, museum, and the others. In my opinion, that's it.
Perfect. I remember that my city, there is a museum here, and I've never been, like, only 2 years ago I was there, but I've been to museums in other places when I traveled, so you make a lot of sense. That's so true. Guys, we don't have more time. I really appreciate you guys coming, and I hope we can talk more often. Okay, have a great week, and see you next time. And you can join Andrea's immersion